Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who really needs to lose a lot of weight. I mean, what the fuck is going on with this fat fucking face? Anyway, I'm here to talk about Mashrabjon Ruziboev, brother of Nursultan Ruziboev, stepping in on short notice to fight Jared Gordon, who was scheduled to fight Coway Fernandez. Really fucked up my face. My prediction here is Jared Gordon wins, and I'll go with him winning by decision. Whatever. I'd love to see him close a show and get a finish, especially if it was late in the fight. And that might happen, but I'll go with decision. Still, the basis for the prediction is that, in general, I thought Gordon looked great as of late. That last fight he had against Nasrat Haqparast was a 3-round war, an incredible fight, and I guess it could have gone either way because it went to Haqparast, but it totally could have gone Gordon's way. And, of course, that was a great look for his chin as well, which is my major doubt in Jared Gordon. Jared Gordon's been knocked out a few times, and, of course, the Bobby Green headbutt didn't help things. But he still looked phenomenal against Haqparast, and I got to take that guy to beat any UFC newcomer. But Ruziboev, in particular, despite having a very pretty record, he's got an absolute dog shit resume. And he is just not worth my trust. Although, I might bet on him to win by knockout, because I'm a degenerate. But still, this guy, an absolute dog shit resume. Again, very pretty record, 4 losses, 20 wins. But I couldn't tell you the best guy he's beaten. Maybe he was some journeyman Brazilian guy. But a lot of journeymen on his records, and a lot of close fights, and a lot of nobodies and youngsters with 1 or 2 fights that he steamrolled. This guy just, he's not worth my trust. I think he's got a bunch of TKOs, and he can be an aggressive guy. Maybe he's got a shot at getting a knockout early, but I do think Jared Gordon in any department should be too much for this guy. He's been submitted twice. He's never been knocked out. One submission, I think, was in his debut, and he was a teenager then, I think. And his last submission loss was a few years ago. I think it was 2021 or something, and I think it was a triangle choke as well. And that's the other thing. I've seen limited footage on this guy, too. But still, I've seen enough of him to think, okay, he's definitely, even if he's got, and I don't think he has any amateur fights, he's got enough experience where he's maturing as a fighter, where theoretically he's approaching his prime right now. And of course, his brothers made it to the UFC. So I don't think he's an absolute dog shit fighter. But it's just, you have to prove it at one point or another and level up. He's way down there where, again, his best win is over a guy that would never come close to touching the UFC. Don't ask me who that guy is. Might be Nielsen Oliveira. I don't know. But an absolute dog shit resume, despite the record. So yeah, with limited footage, limited information, and nothing worth trusting, I've got to go with Jared Gordon here, plus the fact that he's in great shape. So the prediction is decision. I think Jared Gordon could mix it up. I'd love to see him mix it up, but I think even if he's just fighting the fight on the feet, Jared Gordon is going to be too much for anybody making his UFC debut, and I think Mashrabjon Ruziboev included. And I'll take him winning a decision that way, but again, I'd love to see a finish. As for the bet, Jared Gordon is a 4-1 favorite right now, or 7-2 or something, whatever, and just not worth it for me. And I don't think I could shave it down to anything with a prop. I'll predict he wins by decision, but again, with a newcomer on short notice, there's no telling how it goes. And maybe I'll go reaching for some late finish props. But in general, the only thing I think I'll play once the props drop for this fight is Ruziboev by knockout, or maybe Ruziboev by knockout in the first half of the fight. But I think if he doesn't hit that button on Jared Gordon's chin, Jared Gordon's skill set is going to be way too much for this guy, and he's going to hand him a loss. So Gordon by decision is the pick, and all the other horseshit I just reiterated for the past 5 fucking minutes. Like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit. Check out my other videos, where hopefully I've lost some of this fucking weight from this fat fucking face.